Los Angeles Lakers. Annoying. The Los Angeles Lakers have one of the largest and loudest fan bases in the NBA, but that size comes with a reputation. Annoying. With 17 championships, Lakers fans never let anyone forget their history of greatness. Whether it's Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, or LeBron James, even in down years, they'll remind you of their banners and legacy. To rivals, this constant boasting feels exhausting. On social media, Lakers fans dominate every discussion, often steering it back to purple and gold. Love them or hate them, their presence is impossible to ignore, and that's exactly why they're considered annoying. 2. Boston Celtics. Condescending Boston Celtics fans wear their tradition like armor. And with 17 titles, they feel justified. Their confidence, however, often comes across as condescending. They take pride in being true basketball purists, quick to remind others about the glory days of Bill Russell, Larry Bird, and now Jason Tatum. To them, rooting for Boston means understanding real winning culture. While other fan bases argue about recent success, Celtics fans point to banners and decades of dominance. The problem is, this constant reminder can feel smug, passionate, and loyal, yes, but that superiority complex makes them seem condescending to outsiders. 3. New York Knicks. Confused Knicks fans are a fascinating contradiction, which is why they're labeled confused. On one hand, they're among the most loyal supporters in sports, selling out Madison Square Garden regardless of results. On the other hand, decades of dysfunction have left them unsure whether to be hopeful or hopeless. They celebrate one playoff win like a championship, yet boo their team after a bad half. Knicks Twitter swings wildly from optimism to despair. This emotional roller coaster, fueled by years of disappointment, makes their identity unclear. Knicks fans love basketball deeply, but their loyalty often battles their frustration, creating pure confusion. 4. Denver Nuggets. Statistical Denver Nuggets fans are called statistical because they've had to fight for recognition with numbers. For years, despite Nikola Jokic's brilliance, they felt overlooked nationally. So, they use stats, triple-doubles, efficiency ratings, advanced analytics to prove their superstar is elite. Nuggets fans know Jokic's impact goes beyond highlights, and they passionately back it up with data. Their arguments often sound like math lessons, comparing PER, BPM, or usage rates to show Denver's dominance. Some fans find this nerdy, others see it as necessary. In a league obsessed with flashy plays, Nuggets fans rely on statistics to demand respect, and it works. 5. Miami Heat. Delusional. Miami Heat fans have earned the label delusional for their unwavering belief in Heat culture. They truly think no franchise works harder, develops talent better, or has tougher players. Even when the roster seems underwhelming, Heat fans expect deep playoff runs, citing Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra's leadership. They'll claim undrafted players can become stars and insist Miami can beat any super team. This confidence borders on fantasy, but it's also what makes them proud. From the Big Three era to Jimmy Butler's gritty runs, Heat fans believe in miracles, call it delusion, but their faith fuels their identity. 6. Oklahoma City Thunder. Lucky Oklahoma City Thunder fans are often called lucky, and with good reason. After inheriting the franchise from Seattle, OKC quickly landed Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, 3 MVP-level players in consecutive drafts. That kind of fortune is almost unheard of in NBA history. Even though the trio didn't win a championship together, Thunder fans still recognize how rare that era was. Today, with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a treasure chest of draft picks, they believe luck is still on their side. For a small market team, stumbling into generational talent again and again feels like pure luck. 7. Golden State Warriors. Entitled Golden State Warriors fans are seen as entitled because of how quickly success transformed them. Before Stephen Curry's rise, they endured decades of mediocrity. But once the dynasty began, with 4 championships in 8 years, expectations skyrocketed. Now, anything less than a title feels unacceptable to fans. They demand recognition for Curry's greatness, insist on the Warriors' revolutionary impact on basketball, and often dismiss criticism as jealousy. The fan base grew massively during the dynasty, attracting bandwagon supporters, which only fueled the entitled reputation. Whether confident or cocky, Warriors fans expect excellence and make sure everyone knows it. Dallas Mavericks. Sad. Dallas Mavericks fans are labeled sad, and it's not hard to see why. After Dirk Nowitzki finally delivered a magical championship in 2011, the franchise has struggled to recapture that glory. Watching Dirk's twilight years wasted hurt deeply. And now, with Luka Doncic, fans live in fear of history repeating. They celebrate Luka's brilliance, but are constantly frustrated by poor roster moves, missed opportunities, and playoff heartbreaks. Despite having generational talent, the team always seems one step behind true contention. Mavericks fans aren't hopeless, but their optimism is always mixed with disappointment, creating a sad, bittersweet fan identity. 9. Philadelphia 76ers, patient. Philadelphia 76ers fans earned the label patient through the process. For years, they endured losing seasons, trusting that Sam Hinkie's vision of stockpiling draft picks would eventually pay off. Chants of "trust the process" became their rallying cry, even as the team bottomed out. While Joel Embiid's dominance has brought excitement, playoff failures continue to test their patience. Still, Sixers fans believe their loyalty will be rewarded, holding on to hope for a title. Their patience is not passive, it's passionate, vocal, and sometimes angry. But at the core, they remain committed, convinced that enduring the struggle will make winning sweeter. 10. Washington Wizards. Doomed Washington Wizards fans are considered doomed because of decades of mediocrity and bad luck. Since the days of Wes Unseld, real success has been fleeting. They've endured countless rebuilds, questionable trades, and wasted star power. From Gilbert Arenas to John Wall to Bradley Beal. Every time it feels like progress is coming, something collapses. The Wizards rarely bottom out enough to rebuild properly, but never rise high enough to contend. This eternal cycle traps their fan base in frustration. Wizards fans aren't hopeless, but deep down, many feel cursed, doomed to live in NBA purgatory, always waiting for a brighter future. 11. Milwaukee Bucks. Believers. Milwaukee Bucks fans are called believers because of their unwavering faith in their team, even during tough times. Before Giannis Antetokounmpo blossomed into a superstar, fans stuck by the franchise through years of mediocrity. They always believed better days would come, and that loyalty was rewarded with a championship in 2021. Now Bucks fans believe Giannis can deliver more titles, no matter the competition. Even when doubted by national media, they trust in their players, their system, and their culture. Their belief isn't blind, it's built on patience, loyalty, and the joy of finally seeing faith pay off. 12th, Houston Rockets. Needy. Houston Rockets fans carry the reputation of being needy, constantly craving recognition and respect. Whether it was Hakeem Olajuwon's dominance, Yao Ming's global impact, or James Harden's scoring brilliance, Rockets fans always feel their stars don't get enough credit. They push hard for MVP campaigns, argue endlessly on social media, and demand acknowledgement for the team's place in NBA history. Even during rebuilds, they're vocal about potential and future stars. This need for validation sometimes comes across as desperation, but it's really born from pride. Rockets fans want the world to notice them, and they won't stop asking until it does. 13. Phoenix Suns. Crazy Phoenix Suns. Fans are described as crazy because of their emotional extremes. Decades of ups and downs, from Charles Barkley's finals run to Steve Nash's near misses, have shaped a fan base that swings wildly between euphoria and despair. The recent rise, with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, only heightened expectations, making every game feel like life or death. Suns fans celebrate wins like championships and melt down after losses, filling social media with passionate takes. Their crazy energy isn't negativity, it's intensity. After years of heartbreak, Suns fans are desperate for glory, and their emotional roller coaster shows just how much they care. 14. Minnesota Timberwolves. Ride or die. Minnesota. Timberwolves fans are true ride-or-die supporters, sticking with their team through decades of struggles. Since Kevin Garnett's prime years, meaningful success has been rare, yet fans never abandon hope. Even during endless rebuilds, empty arenas, and disappointing seasons, they stayed loyal. Now, with Anthony Edwards leading a new era, Wolves fans are as passionate as ever, proving that loyalty pays off. They don't jump ship when things go wrong. They embrace the suffering, waiting for brighter days. Ride or Die perfectly captures their identity. No matter how painful, they'll always cheer for the Timberwolves, win or lose. 15. Chicago Bulls. Passionate Chicago Bulls fans are known for their passion, deeply tied to the legacy of Michael Jordan. The 1990s dynasty built one of the largest global fan bases in sports, and that fire hasn't faded. Even though the team hasn't reached those heights since, fans remain intensely loyal, filling the United Center and keeping the Bulls brand strong. They're passionate in both support and criticism, quick to celebrate wins, but equally quick to demand better. From Derrick Rose's MVP season to today's rebuilding efforts, Bulls fans never lose their energy. Their passion keeps the team relevant, no matter the circumstances. 16. Cleveland Cavaliers. Grateful Cleveland Cavaliers fans are labeled grateful, and it makes perfect sense. After decades of frustration, LeBron James brought them the ultimate gift, a 2016 championship, ending the city's long title drought. That moment created eternal gratitude, not just toward LeBron, but toward basketball itself for delivering joy. Even when the team struggles, fans remain thankful for that iconic comeback against Golden State. Today, with young stars like Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell, they're hopeful but realistic. The pain of the past makes them appreciate every success. Cavaliers fans know how rare glory is, and that gratitude defines them. 17. Orlando Magic. Non-existent. Orlando Magic fans often get called non-existent because the franchise has struggled to build a visible, vocal fan base. Despite brief eras of excitement with Shaquille O'Neal, Penny Hardaway, and Dwight Howard, the team has rarely stayed relevant long enough to attract national attention. Their arena can feel quiet, and outside Orlando, few people openly identify as die-hard Magic fans. Still, those who do exist are loyal, waiting for the team's young core to grow. They may not dominate social media or debates, but they're out there. Compared to louder fan bases, though, Magic fans often feel invisible, almost non-existent. 18. Los Angeles Clippers. Hungry. Los Angeles Clippers fans are hungry because they've lived in the Lakers' shadow forever. Despite decades of being treated as the other team in LA, their small but loyal fan base desperately craves respect. The arrival of stars like Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, and later Kawhi Leonard gave them hope, but playoff collapses left that hunger unfulfilled. Now, every season feels like another chance to prove themselves, to finally win and silence doubters. Clippers fans don't ask for dominance, just validation. That hunger for legitimacy defines them. They've waited so long for a breakthrough, and they're starving for it. 19th, Portland Trail Blazers. Loyal Portland Trail Blazers fans are famously loyal, sticking with their team through highs and lows. In a small market with no major distractions, basketball is everything. They've stood by legends like Clyde Drexler, embraced the Brandon Roy era, and poured love into Damian Lillard's journey, even when championships never came. Blazers fans fill the Moda Center no matter the record, proving their commitment runs deep. Their loyalty isn't blind. They demand effort and heart, but it never fades. Through injuries, rebuilds, and heartbreak, they keep showing up. Portland may not win titles, but their fans win the loyalty award every time. 20. Memphis Grizzlies. Gritty Memphis Grizzlies fans are called gritty because they embody the same toughness their team has shown on the court. The grit and grind era, with Zach Randolph, Tony Allen, and Marc Gasol, set the tone. Hard-nosed, defensive, and fearless. Fans embrace that identity, proud to root for a team that outworked flashier opponents. Even now, with Ja Morant and a younger roster, that grit remains part of the culture. Memphis is a small market, but the fan base fights for recognition, just like the players do. They love underdogs, they love toughness, and they live by grit. That spirit defines them. 21st, Detroit Pistons. Pistons. Detroit Pistons fans are defined simply as Pistons because their identity perfectly matches the team's blue-collar history. Known for the Bad Boys era and their physical, fearless style, the fan base embraces toughness and resilience. They take pride in Detroit's hardworking culture, seeing basketball as a reflection of their city. Even during rebuilding years, fans remind everyone of their defensive legacy and championships. Being a Pistons fan means valuing grit over glamour, effort over ease. Win or lose, they embody the same no-nonsense attitude that once made their team champions. Their identity isn't complicated, it's pure Pistons basketball. 22nd, Brooklyn Nets. Lost Brooklyn Nets fans are often called lost because the franchise has struggled to form a stable identity. From moving from New Jersey to Brooklyn to the brief super team era with Durant, Harden, and Kyrie, nothing ever felt permanent. Fans constantly swing between optimism and disillusionment, unsure what direction the team is headed. Their arena lacks the electric atmosphere of older franchises, and the fan base feels scattered. While there are passionate diehards, many still feel disconnected from the Nets' future. Until consistency arrives, the fan base will carry that lost reputation, searching for an identity they can truly call their own. 23rd, New Orleans Pelicans suffering. New Orleans Pelicans fans know the meaning of suffering. Despite having generational stars like Chris Paul and Anthony Davis, the franchise has rarely delivered postseason success. Now with Zion Williamson, hope rises and falls with every injury update. Fans suffer because they see talent wasted by poor management and bad luck. They cheer loudly when healthy lineups shine, but disappointment always follows too soon. Supporting the Pelicans means living with heartbreak while still showing up for the team. The suffering builds resilience, but fans dream of escaping the cycle. Until then, pain is a part of Pelicans fandom. 24. Indiana Pacers. Corn Indiana Pacers fans are playfully labeled Corn, representing their Midwest roots and simple basketball culture. Indiana is a basketball state where hoops are life from high school gyms to the NBA court. Pacers fans don't need flash or superstars. They appreciate fundamentals, teamwork, and effort. Their love for basketball runs deep, shaped by legends like Reggie Miller and memories of fierce rivalries. While the franchise hasn't won a championship, the fan base remains proud of its tradition. Corn isn't an insult, it's a symbol of authenticity. Pacers fans are grounded, pure, and represent the heart of basketball's American roots. 25. Atlanta Hawks. Pain. Atlanta Hawks fans are summed up in one word: pain. While the team has had exciting players like Dominique Wilkins, Joe Johnson, and Trae Young, true championship contention always slips away. They experience flashes of brilliance, like the surprise 2021 playoff run, only to be followed by frustration and inconsistency. Hawks fans are passionate, but years of underachievement leave them skeptical. Pain defines their identity because every glimpse of hope has ended in disappointment. Still, they keep cheering, hoping one day the pain will be replaced by joy. Until then, Atlanta's fan base embraces heartbreak as part of their basketball story. 26. Charlotte Hornets. Irrelevant Charlotte Hornets fans are often called irrelevant because the franchise rarely makes headlines. Despite loyal supporters, the team's lack of playoff success and absence of superstar power keeps them out of the spotlight. Even with fun eras like Larry Johnson's Grandmama or the brief buzz around LaMelo Ball, the Hornets haven't captured national respect. Fans feel overlooked, lost between rebuilds and mediocrity. But those who stick around truly love the team, no matter how invisible it seems to outsiders. Being a Hornets fan means embracing small moments of joy while waiting for a real breakthrough to demand relevance. 27th. Sacramento Kings. Devoted. Sacramento Kings fans are the definition of devoted. For 16 years, they endured the longest playoff drought in NBA history, yet never gave up on their team. Golden One Center remains loud and passionate, proving their loyalty is unmatched. When the Kings finally returned to the playoffs in 2023, fans lit up the city with energy, reminding everyone how powerful their devotion is. They stuck by the franchise through losing seasons, ownership drama, and near relocations. Devotion defines them, because no matter how painful the years were, they never left. Kings fans are living proof of unconditional loyalty. 28th. San Antonio Spurs. Quiet. San Antonio Spurs fans are often described as quiet, reflecting the franchise's understated success. With 5 championships under Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili, Spurs culture has always been about discipline, teamwork, and humility. Their fans mirror that: supportive, loyal, but never overly flashy. They don't flood social media with debates or bragging. Instead, they quietly celebrate excellence. Even during rebuilding years, fans remain patient and respectful, trusting Greg Popovich's vision. Quiet doesn't mean absent. It means steady, consistent, and proud without arrogance. Spurs fans show that you don't need noise to prove your love for a team. 29th. Toronto Raptors. Worried. Toronto Raptors fans carry the label worried, shaped by years of playoff heartbreak. Before their 2019 championship, they were known for regular season success, but postseason collapse, leaving fans nervous every spring. Even after Kawhi Leonard delivered the ultimate prize, worry lingers, whether about losing stars to bigger markets or never returning to the finals. Raptors fans adore their team, packing the Jurassic Park fan zone and supporting proudly, but underlying anxiety remains. They worry because they care, because they know how fleeting success can be. That nervous energy defines them, hopeful but always bracing for disappointment. Utah Jazz. Heartbreak. Utah Jazz fans are defined by heartbreak. From John Stockton and Karl Malone falling short in the 1990s to Donovan Mitchell's playoff runs ending in collapse, the franchise always seems close, but never champions. Fans pack the arena, bringing some of the loudest home court energy in the league, yet victories slip away at the biggest moments. Every season feels like, maybe this is the year, followed by crushing exits. Jazz fans live with constant heartbreak, but their passion never fades. If anything, the pain makes them louder and more loyal. Their identity is enduring hope despite endless heartbreak.